This podcast is brought to you by Podomatic. Go to Podomatic.com today to start yours for free. La 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 la. I've been so many places, done so many things, spent all my time searching for the perfect song to sing. And now I'm so much older, I finally got it right, and I realize that that song is my life. I'm growing stronger, so much wiser. Won't you please listen to my song? There is no way I could ever turn back now. Won't you please listen to my song? La 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 la. Listen to my song. Pretty, pretty, please. Don't you ever feel that you're nothing. You are perfect to me. Welcome back to Nellascope. I am the creator, host, and founder of Nellascope, Chris Nella. And on this very special Breathe 3.0 edition podcast, it's all about you, my Nella Nation, my creative, my listener. And I have a simple question. How are you doing? This episode is about us. It's about time for us to stop and smell the roses. There's a lot going on in the world, and I dedicate an episode every season, every year to my Nella Nation, to my creative, to my mom, to my dad, to my people who listen that may need to take some time out. And if you haven't heard it today or in a long time, you are special. You are important, and I love you. So let's talk about what makes Nellascope the #1 music motivation podcast in the entire world. We have 3 sections of Nellascope. The first section being my favorite, the most delicious. It's where you can nibble with your ears. Let's say that. The first section is entitled Indie Fiya. That's where we dedicate this area 100% independent artists. No MSG, no trans fat, low on carbohydrates, just a wonderful auditory experience. Then we have a topic. The topic for today is 3 ways to overcome anxiety. I'm gonna dig deep now. Disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I'm not a licensed professional, but I am a professional life liver. I have 50 years of living this thing called life, and I'd like to share with you some ways that I overcome anxiety. And then we'll have a powerful quote at the end of the show at the section I like to call Moments to be Inspired by. But before we do that, I hope the stove is bubbling and oh, is that oregano? Oh, that's delightful smell. You got all your seasonings cooking. You got your garlic. Oh, it smells good. And it's going to sound just as good on this edition of Indie Fiya. This is episode Breathe. So we're going to go with one of my personal friends. Her name is Monique Jordan. She's going to give us Deserve. And this song is an empowering song, whether you're a man, woman, boy, or girl. This song is what I like to listen to because you deserve the best. You deserve the absolute best. Let that sink in and listen to this song, Deserve by Monique Jordan, available on all streaming platforms or wherever you can listen to music and download it. Without further ado, here's Monique Jordan with Deserve here on Nellascope the podcast. Enjoy.
You held me in the midst of my fears.
I really like that song. It really is an empowering song. And I say again, you deserve the very best of what life and this world and this universe has to offer. That was Monique Jordan. You can download and listen to Deserve anywhere where music is streamed and downloaded. Now, let's go ahead and get into today's topic. 3 powerful ways, 3 personal ways to overcome anxiety. As I stated in an earlier podcast, I've been clinically diagnosed with anxiety, and it's an uncomfortable thing. I want to share what makes my life easier. I wanted to share with my Nella Nation, my creatives, my moms, my dad, my young teens that may be feeling some anxiety. I want to give you some very simple tools to help you overcome that anxiety during your day or your night or your work shift or at school, and to keep going. Okay, so 3 ways to overcome anxiety. First and foremost, before I get to 1, 2, and 3, you want to find out what triggers your anxiety. When you're alone, when you're upset, is there a certain day or a certain time of the day that triggers the feeling of anxiousness that you feel? Discover that first and foremost, and it'll help with these 3 powerful tools to overcome anxiety. So let's get into number 1. Whenever you feel anxious and you feel anxiety creeping in on the back of your neck, do this. Here's one of my favorite things to do. You can try it now if you want to. Close your eyes and imagine a color. For me, that color is purple. As you can see on the Neloscope and a lot of my pictures, I love purple. I love purple, not because it's trendy, but because of the beautifulness of how deep and rich purple is. And I'll ask you that question. While your eyes are closed and you're imagining that color, imagine that color enveloping you, all around you. How does that feel? If it's blue, does it feel warm? If it's yellow, does it feel hot and tantalizing? If it's red, does it make you feel vibrant and alive? Get that color in your mind and envelop yourself with it. Again, we're refocusing our mind. I do this all the time. And it takes a mere 15 to 20 seconds. Close your eyes, imagine any color. If you want a mood changer, I go with the reds, I go with the yellows. And if you want to calm down and relax, I go with the purples, the dark blues, and envelop yourself like a jacket. And I call that my anxiety breaker. Like the breaker jackets. I'm corny. So that's number 1. Imagine a color and imagine that color enveloping all around you. Number 2, here's another thing I do. Whenever I feel anxiety attempting to creep up on me and I feel the tightness in my chest, number 2, hold your head up, roll your shoulders back, stick your chest out. And if you're able, now if you're driving and listening to Neloscope right now, don't do this. But if you're at home or at work and somewhere where you're in a chair seated, stand up and say an affirmation to yourself. I'm special. I can be whatever I want to be in this world while your head is high. Because what you're doing, 1, your spine is straight. You're releasing positive energy throughout your body. And when your chest is sticking out, no longer is your head down, and your body will react to that positivity. So that's another thing that I do. I roll my shoulders and I hold my head up. And it's not about being better than other people, because I know some people might say, well, I don't want to be haughty or seem like I'm better than other people. You're you. There's only one of you. So that makes you unique and individual. So be you. So you stand with your head high, shoulders rolled back and chest out, because you are somebody. You understand me? So that's number 2. And number 3, and this is one of my favorite. Listen to a song that really makes you move. But what that song does, the importance of that song, you don't want to get a song that's popular today. You want to get a song that recreates a moment. You don't want to get a song that's just trendy or pa-pa-da-pa. You want a song that takes you back. For me, that song is Staying Alive. I can go back to my childhood and me dancing and walking around to this song. And the way it makes me feel joyful, and it makes me feel young, because I can remember walking around, prancing around, strutting around to that song. Do that. Capture that moment with the beauty of music. Number 1, 2, and 3, the purpose of these, we want to refocus our mind, because our mind will take the wheel and drive. The focusing on the color and the holding your head up and the, really shaking down, really getting funky to a song that places you in a moment is what is going to help overcome those moments of anxiety. I hope 1, 2, and 3 really empowered you on your daily journey to overcome anxiety. I love each and every one of you. And remember, just breathe. Now it's time for Moments to be Inspired by. This is the part of the podcast where I give motivational quotes and things that really help propel me to the next level. Being the fact that we're focusing on us and we're discussing mental health, we're going to give two great quotes. The first quote is, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." That's by Mr. Winston Churchill. The second quote is, "You're busy doubting yourself while others are intimidated by your full potential." As I say, Nella Nation, creative, mom, dad, sister, brother, get out there and live. Carpe diem. Nella Nation, episode 48 is a wrap. Guys, I'd like to thank you week in and week out for listening to Nella Scope, the podcast, making it the #1 music motivation podcast in the world. I'm going to give you one simple website that you can go to for now. My website is under construction. That website is podomatic.com/podcast/Nellascope pod. That's NELLASCPPOD. Or you can just go to podomatic.com and search for Nellascope, and bam, there I am. We're getting close to our 10,000 download per month goal. So what I need for my entire Nella Nation to do: 1, leave a review. When you leave a review on Apple, Spotify, whatever platform you're listening to, that helps improve the show because other people can see it. I can see what I need to improve on, and we can go from there. Number 2, each person tell just someone about this podcast that you love and you call home. You can text them, you can give them a phone call. Don't spam them, but just genuinely let them know this is a great podcast. This will be a great episode to share with some of your family and loved ones. To recap the show, Indie Fiya was brought to you by Monique Jordan. That was Deserve. It's available on all streaming platforms wherever music can be downloaded. The topic was 3 powerful ways to overcome anxiety. They were very personal to me. Again, disclaimer, not a professional doctor or licensed therapist. These are just ways that help me overcome my moments of anxiety. And I hope 1, 2, and 3 help my Nella Nation and my creatives out there. And then I gave 2 powerful quotes in Moments to be Inspired by. Next week, my inbox, my DMs, my Facebook Messenger has been exploding on this one right here. The question that I've been getting: Nella, do I need a blue check? So next week, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna weigh the pros and cons, and we're really gonna see if you need that blue check. But until then, you are special. You are beautifully and wonderfully made. There's only one of you. Nobody else can do what you do when you do what you do. Let this episode encourage you to take some time and literally smell the roses today. I love you, but God loves you more. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Guys, I love you so much. Keep living your best life by being your best you. Live hard, laugh hard, and love hard. It's your man, Chris Nella, and I'm gone.